No.
This meeting is being recorded.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Oh, there we go.
All right. Let me try to get a hold of Reginald.
All right. I'm gonna quickly run to Goal's room. Hi, Nadine.
Here's my husband.
It takes a second, Michelle.
Yeah, I'll be right back. Okay.
All right.
Hey, how are you feeling today?
A lot better than I did yesterday.
Good. I made my husband get up. So he's just walking in the door.
Yeah, we got some good news and important news.
Oh, good. You got some important news?
Yeah.
Some good news? I could
Yeah,
use
actually, I
some
do.
good news. Good. I think a lot of us could use some good news. Where's my remote? I'm trying to pause my movie that I'm watching.
I gotta tell Michelle. It looks like she's on here.
Hi,
Oh, you are on.
I am. Honey, I'm making dog food.
Oh, you're making dog food.
I am. Sweet potato,
Sounds. Oh hell,
cauliflower, carrots, broccoli, and chicken and rice.
that sounds good.
Oh, that's not dog food.
Yeah,
Hi, Michelle. How are you?
honey, how are you?
Good. Do you
Good.
live out in California?
Yep.
What's
born
up?
and raised-
Born and raised. huh?
Born and raised.
Wow. I've never been off the East Coast. Yeah, so it's very
Red.
frustrating.
Well, my
Oh.
dad was born outside of Boston, and they
Okay.
came west when he was about 6 years old to San Francisco, and that's where he met
Okay.
my beloved mother. Yeah. So that's how my dad became a West Coast guy. He was 6 years old when his family left Massachusetts, and his folks are actually from Italy. So dad
Oh,
was-
wow.
yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
yeah.
That's Michelle.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Hi.
Oh,
Who's that?
gee, I could hardly recognize you.
Well, I know, I know, that's why I decided to put the camera on, because this is how I look when I'm working.
Well, no. You look good. It's totally different from me.
I
Listen,
don't
you.
look good, but I don't care. It's been, today has been one of the worst days as of late that I've ever experienced.
What happened?
Now,
The Persians are just, I can't even explain it. They're slandering all over. They've got this car with this megaphone on it that's going on the roof. I saw it actually with a
Wow.
big, thing and announcing all this bullshit. I mean, it's really bad. It's really bad. And then
Michelle,
they found out from my scan that's on my computer, just 1 minute. I have they know where all my implants are because they look at everything on my phone, So now they go into where the actual implant is and they hook it up it's bad. It's really bad. They're
wow,
horrible.
I'm so sorry to hear. Michelle, were you able to video record that car with a megaphone?
Unfortunately, no, it just boom. I was in here cooking and I saw it go by and I ran to the
God
window.
damn
and
it.
I saw it. It's a small little white car. It was a man driving it and I saw the thing on top of the roof, and it's facing out toward the, where the windshield is. It's right above the windshield and
Okay.
it's, yeah, it's like that.
Listen,
It's unbelievable.
get X-ray lead aprons.
I have them.
Okay, good, because they do not fully protect, but they do help.
Yeah, they help. Thanks, Astra. I appreciate the input and the concern. It's absolutely insane. They're desperate. They know about the lawsuit that TJ filed, and ever since then, they're going absolutely nuts. That's what it is. They're worried.
Well, I think said is CJ itself being involved in
Shit.
attacking actually all the real PIs.
I'm sorry, I didn't get
Who
to
are we
hear
waiting
all
on?
that. What, honey?
I said it's actually CJ involved with attacking real PIs.
They're the ones involved in this?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, they are.
Yes,
That's
they
waiting
are.
for everybody to-
starting to think, because why is everything so bad all of a sudden?
Yeah, really. That's because she said we'd pay for it. If you didn't hear what she said, she says that every time. I really paid for it.
Yeah, here was in that Roy Ecop's phone call where the way she said that she's gonna be seeing caskets of her enemies driven by her home on the street. That was Anna Toledo.
Who
That
said
bitch will
She
get her
said
fucking.
that Anna Toledo and Roy Ecop's.
Toledo?
She said it.
Yeah,
What?
yeah,
That
that
bitch
was
got
in
another thing
that
coming. I
Sunday
promise you
last meeting.
that. Oh, I got a really good announcement to make. I'm just waiting for more people to jump on here that have been involved.
Why didn't I hear that? I did not hear that.
Yeah, no, I heard that. I mean, I have not had time.
Are
to
you
go-
saying, are you guys let's just say it. Are you guys inferring or is saying what I have suspected all along, that they have
Yes.
mafia ties?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
Come and get some.
you are
I like-
getting that right. Because she literally on that video, she said that she's gonna be watching caskets driving for enemies driving past her home.
I didn't hear that. Oh my
I heard it.
God.
Watch the video. It's towards the middle of it.
Oh my God. How did I miss that?
Well,
Damn
that's
near.
when she speaks. Yeah, it's gonna be, when you go where she speaks, you're gonna hear that.
Fuck that bitch.
Well, I guess
All right, guys.
Richard Lighthouse is no beacon of light, huh?
You'll think that.
He's a shy man.
It's a fake name, and plus, that bottle protection, that water bottle protection or water protection sleeping on a Ziploc bags with the water. It's like sleeping in
Shit.
a water
Are you
bottle.
kidding me? Come on.
Who else is in here right now? Let me see. Let me spit this out right quick. Here's what's going on, just for everybody that doesn't know. I got a hold of Roy E-Cups earlier, and Michelle, you already know about this. I'm sure you do too, Astra.
Yeah.
We were talking, and he said that there is a Italian filmmaker, documentary filmmaker.
Yes.
He's from California.
Yeah.
He's getting the funds to do this, but he's going to talk to Targeted Justice and Richard Lighthouse and Anna Toledo first.
Oh, he
Well,
is.
they're
isn't
Yeah. Well, we're going to counter this. We're going to counter this because they're not expecting it.
No, you can't. That's not on his thing.
Hold on a
Oh,
second.
sorry.
Here's what we're going to do. I told Roy what's up with us. I was like, hey, what would be the chances of you getting a hold of this guy for us and our group of what we do? And he goes, because we're so proactive. And he said that send him what we're doing, which is the YouTube channel I have, the Brady's List, the National Geographic shit, and then the letter to Jim Jordan, the information about Morgan and Morgan, and basically our mission on what we're doing right now and what we're trying to further with everything. I said we're gonna keep the targeted justice shit kind of down on the low, since they're gonna be on the documentary too. So we're not bashing heads on the documentary, so that'll fuck up the targeted community even more. But however, we're not gonna let shit go with these assholes, because I've definitely been poisoned. I don't want to say if it's industrial or what. I can't rule that out. They was
you
acting
don't have
weird.
the flu, do you?
No, I'm fine now.
Yeah.
After like 2 days of
went
rest.
to the ER and they took
Flu-like
blood tests.
symptoms. Anytime you get flu-like symptoms, that's it. They poisoned
I didn't
me
have-
so bad.
I didn't have
Yeah.
flu-like symptoms. It was worse than that.
It was worse than that. Yeah, he was hospitalized. Yeah, these cars are coming by like nothing. I'm telling you, I am so disgusted. You have no idea. This whole thing is, I don't know about TJ. I just don't know. Why do they know something?
Yeah, they know
They-
something.
they have
They're
to
feeding us to
know
these
something.
assholes.
I was
Well,
hospitalized too,
but
and
they know. Don't you think
marked
they know
me off
something
as
though
a
to
mental
file
health
that?
patient instead.
Ah,
Oh yeah,
interesting.
Yeah,
Wow,
they put
Amber.
you off as a mental health patient instead of actually
Well, that's what.
taking care of you the proper way.
Well, I could have fucked up a million times because the first couple doctors come in there and they started asking me a bunch of shit like that. Because the first nurse come in there and she goes, "Well, who do you think poisoned you?" I said, "I don't want to get into all that shit." I said, "I'm not ruling it out like that." And then this other doctor come in and he said, "Are you feel like hurting yourself or anybody?" I'm like, "No."
Oh,
He goes,
God, here
he
they
goes,
go.
do you feel safe in your home?" I said, "Absolutely." He goes, "Well, why do you think you've been poisoned?" I said, "Fuck, I don't know, man." I said, "I work in an industrial environment." He goes,
There you go.
the security guards are walking by, cops are walking by. And I'm like, "No, man." I said, I'm completely safe." He goes, "Do you take drugs?" I said, "No, absolutely not." "Do you drink?" I said, "No, absolutely not." He said, "Well, are you sure you weren't hallucinating?" I'm like, "I ain't did no
That's what
hallucinogenics."
they do. That
That's
sounds about right.
exactly, that's the cop out of them all.
But no,
That's the
then
cop out.
my blood work still hasn't come back yet because they took two tubes of my blood, and
They should
they
have
said,
had that in a minute. They should have had your blood workout stat.
well,
Well,
they
here is
still
the
haven't called it.
problem. Here's the problem. The blood work they take is probably complete blood count and some of the basically enzymes
Yeah,
basically biochemical status of
it's going to
blood.
be interesting what they have to say.
I bet none of them send any blood for toxicology. The best they do when you go to the hospital with poisoning symptoms, they test you for alcohol and pregnancy. Okay? Or, they're gonna test for general drugs, like, whatever, but they're never gonna do toxicology to actually try to determine. And the reason they're doing that is to discredit you.
Yeah,
Yep.
of course. There's no doubt.
I do my own urine samples. I learned it in forensics, in my forensics classes, on how to store my own toxicology stuff. So, and then I studied, of course, I studied forensics 1, 2, and forensics law. So I know how the process goes and how to do evidence. And these people don't know how to do.
You want to
crap.
say anything? I'm on a Zoom call with David and company. Did you find
Okay.
anything out?
Nadine?
No, I have it all saved. It's all evidence boxed.
Okay. Yeah, no,
Because
Nadine,
people,
you need to
if they
make
got it, they would dismiss it. They wouldn't even do anything because I took my stuff down to the police station before, and they said, "Oh yeah, it's pure sugar, it's pure sugar cane."
Nadine, what I'm trying to tell you, please make a post in the groups to show how to properly store evidence.
Yes,
Yeah,
I do.
definitely.
I properly store it's in a. I got an evidence box that I put
David?
everything in.
Yeah.
What? What can we do to help? What do you want us all to do? What do you guys want us all to do?
Basically, is what I need is what we're doing as a team. We sign off on it or put our names on it, like in an email, a group email, or something like that. Something we can type up or add to something like a formal letter to give to this guy. But what I'm going to do is arrange a Zoom call with this guy. That's what Roy's going to do. But we're going to send all this shit to him first. And this guy, I had him to see if he's going to set up a Zoom call with all of us. And Roy said he wants me to do the talking. He said, if anybody's got any questions when we're on the thing,
That's good. Yeah.
he said to type it out or write it out. So nobody's like, blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's jumping in. And he said, just, I'll do the talking for everybody on the thing.
Yeah,
But
no,
however,
there's nothing wrong with that. That's good.
Suggestion, I think everybody of us should type up our story, in a general ways, when we discovered our targeting, how long time we
Right.
know targeting was going on, what type of targeting we're experiencing, how we are dealing with the police and all kinds of other things. But, not like writing a book, trying
Right.
to compress that, giving pretty good detail.
It
I
needs
know
to be
who my
summarized.
patients are. Can
Yeah.
you all hear me?
Yeah,
I
we know
who
who.
most of my heard are. Like I know who most of everybody. That's in my mind right now, like fucking with me, who they are and why they're doing it. And my county holds a jail sentence over people's heads, over these perps' heads, to get them to do whatever they want. And I know the chief of police, David Wolf, is heavily involved. You know what I mean? I might have my probation officer help me. You know what I mean? If I can get him one-on-one, I feel like he'll give me information. You know what I mean? Switzerland County,
Yeah,
VB,
because
Indiana is very crooked.
be very careful even with police officers. And meanwhile, when we deal with the Italian guy, we probably
It cut you off, Astra.
yeah.
Hold on.
Esther, I can't hear
Rewind.
anything you're saying. Nothing.
They're fucking this
Yeah.
meeting up.
Yeah, I can't even hear her when she speaks now.
Mm-hmm. Try it again, Astra. See if you can try it again.
Log out and log in. I'll do that.
I can hear you now.
Yeah, go ahead. You go ahead. You're on. You're on.
So this dude that's
she's-
gonna do this thing is gonna interview us?
No, he's gonna put us in it all as a group. Like he's gonna come to America. So generally, he's gonna either come to us individually as a group. We need to meet somewhere or I don't know how it's gonna go down, but he's getting the funding for it. But Targeted Justice is gonna be speaking for him or them. So it's gonna be Anna and Richard Lighthouse is gonna be speaking for Targeted Justice if they can get Richard Lighthouse to show its face. So, and then over here, we'd have to, I don't know how it's going to work. We have to get with this guy on the Zoom meeting. I can't say how this is going to work, but
you in Los Angeles?
no, he's in California. I don't know where at in California. Roy said, he said he's from California.
Roy said he's in LA.
If he's in LA, that's right next to you.
It is where I
You're
am.
in LA. Yeah, you're in LA.
Yeah.
He said his name's it's some weird ass Italian name. He's sending all the information for it.
I have
But
the-
you have the name?
yeah. You want me
Something
to get it for you?
Giovanni Pergrozzi, something another.
Yeah, just a second. Let me wash my hands. Just a
All
minute. I'll get to the name.
What'd you turn off the TV for, shithead?
Yeah, it's 3 names. Hang on a minute here.
It's 3 names.
Yeah,
But the guy's raking. He's been talking to Roy since October.
I know.
And
Okay. Are you ready?
yeah, can you type it on here too? Can you type it on here as well on the side of the screen? Because we're recording this.
Yeah, let's see if I can do it. Hang on a minute. More. Let's see. Chat. I'll put it in the chat. How's that?
Yeah, that'll work. That'll work.
Okay. Yeah.
So this is going to be beneficial for all of us because that'll get everything out that we're doing because you got Targeted Justice saying their piece and we're going to say what we're going to say, but we're going to say it. I don't know how to say this without being an asshole.
How did you find the toxin?
I didn't find no toxin. I exhibited the symptoms because I've been poisoned before like this. And this didn't happen until we did that fucking interview with Anna Toledo.
Oh yeah, wow.
Because I was feeling like horse shit.
Can everybody see that?
Yes.
Gianno
that's
Permi
the fellow's
Ambrosi.
name and location.
He is the documentary.
Yeah, he wrote the book Con Artist.
I'm gonna have to check that out.
I wonder if I read that one. I watched the documentary Con Artist. Does he do the documentary?
I'm gonna tell you something, David.
Yeah.
I mean, I know you trust me. I trust you. You know, there's no problem with any of this. But if you guys want me to, you know, you reach out to him, you set this all up, you want me to meet with him and make sure everything goes according to Hoyle, I will do that in person. And I'll look
All right.
a lot different than I do right now.
If you can do it, like I would get with Roy first, so you don't feel like you're stepping on his thing. You know what I'm saying? And that way, if we got something on the side to do that, that would be even cooler because that way the dude's already on United States soil and he don't have to go across the pond and get some answers from people and then fuck with Targeted Justice wherever the hell they're at in the world in their little laboratory.
Well, I guess
And-
Texas.
But
I
yeah,
don't know where
that
they're at.
what basically what we're gonna do is we're gonna set up a Zoom meeting with this guy and Roy, and Roy's
Yeah.
gonna be like the mediator between us and him. And here's what we're gonna say: we've been proactive in our group and what we've been doing. We got a snowball rolling effect. We've exposed a lot of things in the community that's fucked up. A lot of fucked up people. A lot of evidence that we gathered. We got a letter going on with Jim Jordan. We're writing people. We're getting a hold of uh, private investigators, journalists. We got a lawsuit going on with Morgan and Morgan, and we got the Brady's list. We got a bunch of evidence. I got a YouTube channel full of evidence, and I got more today. That shit's spreading like wildfire. I've had nothing but like problems uploading all these videos. If you guys haven't seen these videos yet, I suggest you watch them because the cops came to Astra's house and they took the full report, which is fucking unusual as hell on all this because we know in the gang stalking programs, they're only allowed to do a little bit of damage to where it's under the radar of the police. So that way you don't make a police report because if it's an X amount of
Right.
damage, they can't do anything. But if it's
Open them
X
up
amount
a
of
little
damage
bit.
over the most of it, then they have to take the report. Well, they fucked up and they've made it to where it's obvious now. So that's another a big nail in their coffin.
You know
And then
what
you got
else
all these
is?
people coming out of the woodwork asking who the fuck me and Astor are, all this other shit, who the fuck I am, and all this other shit all from different countries today. So they're on our
Okay,
shit right
really?
now. Yeah, they're
Ah,
all over our shit.
well, I have a spectrum scan that's proof also that I can include in that. And if that's not proof, I don't know what is.
That'll
Uh,
work on it.
expect-
But Penny
you
has
should. You should.
What do you
Penny
think?
Keller. Oh, yeah, I go ahead and include it. Penny wants. I want to include Penny in this too because she's been there from the beginning with me, and we've been riding together on this, and Astor as well. Michelle, you have included. Reginald for sure because he stuck his neck on the chopping block a bunch of times with all this shit. And if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't have had a letter
Now,
with
who
Jen
is
Jordan.
Reginald? Is that the gentleman that was just speaking?
No, he ain't in here yet.
Oh, who's the gentleman that was just speaking?
That's Nick.
He's a black gentleman. He was in a previous David Zoom calls.
Yeah.
He deals with some real estate in Florida. You know, he's a good, honest guy.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
That's nice. He looks good and honest. The gentleman that spoke today,
No. It's Reginald Dawson.
Reginald, okay. The gentleman that spoke today seems very honest to me.
Yeah, he is. Nick
He
Smallwood.
seems sincere.
That's Nick right
Yeah.
there. That's Nick. He's
Yeah.
a good guy.
Yeah, he is a
Yeah.
good guy. Okay,
I
well,
try,
that's
man. I
good.
try
You
to.
need a
I
lot of
wish I
good
could
people
say
here.
more.
And I just
I don't
want
know
to
how
say
to
one
arrest it.
thing. Can I say one thing to David? Because I
Yeah.
really, I feel like David's a brother, honestly. There's no room for ego in this
No,
with anybody.
Well,
we don't have that.
David calls
People,
me mom.
yeah,
David calls me mom.
yeah. It's nice.
Absolutely.
There's just no room for it. So when I see that, it's a big turnoff for me.
Yeah, we don't have none of that here.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what
I
I'm saying,
agree.
right?
I agree.
There's
Hey,
no
Michelle?
hierarchy. There's no ego bullshit. We are all together in this to try to solve this horrible crime against humanity. And,
terrible.
there's no room for ego. No room.
Now, does everybody know, like, as I was putting my puzzle pieces together over the years, does everybody know who the one specific person who targeted you, who solicited government agents to come after you?
Yep,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Because I did.
I do.
Yeah.
Nick does.
Yeah.
Penny does. I do. Astor does.
Who
Well,
went
in my
around to different
case,
law firms to solicit other government agents, because it's like they start out going to a law firm to target you, and then these law firms go out to all these meetings and
No, mine didn't work that way. Mine was an Indian tribe.
yours was like an Indian tribe.
Yeah, I caught this guy, the perpetrator, in crimes, and he was stalking me and giving me a bad time, and my husband. You wouldn't believe the story. And we turned him in to the cops and it didn't stop. He just kept at it. It kept getting worse and worse and worse and worse. So we left. We sold 3 homes, moved 4 times. And he's still at it. Still at this shit. This was 4.5 years ago.
No, you know, if
Wow.
you can get him on your property, you can kill him if he steps foot in your house.
Stand
Wow.
your ground laws.
He knows
Stand
the
your
one.
ground laws.
Yeah, he would come in the backyard and come on our patios, but he never came in the house that I know.
If he steps
your
foot on your property,
property.
can you get him? Can you like hold him down and like arrest him? Citizen's arrest?
No, because he was slimy and you cannot touch the head of a tribal member, even if they're a known gang member in Riverside County, California, or any other county where they
Oh,
reside.
wow.
Let me tell you that. They operate under a sovereign nation.
Hmm.
So to begin with, they're not even part of our whole system. David, you know about this.
I had
Yep,
to, I
you're
studied,
I know how they work.
I studied the Indian, a part of the Indian tribe because I had a casino crimes class and we had to study
Oh,
the
yeah.
Indian.
The casino, yeah.
So in my casinos crime class, I studied some of the Indian reservations and different things like that. So, and then of course, I studied the laws of the Indian tribe. So,
Yeah, this is the Kahia tribe in Riverside County.
yeah,
What a tribe.
there was some shady stuff going on between the California Indian tribe and then this other one.
That's the
That I was-
California Indian tribe in Southern
Yeah.
California, the Cahias.
Yeah.
So how many of you
They're
are here
big.
to voice the
The
skull?
governor was in on it too.
I don't.
One
I
of
don't
the
hear it.
senators
I don't
and
know if
governor was in
anybody
on it.
else does.
Not me,
Do
but
any
my
of
the
sister and my
background?
mom.
Yeah.
Hi, Penny. Hi. That's Penny.
Hi.
Hi, Penny.
Yeah,
Hi,
my
Penny.
sister is a voice of skull, and my mom did before she passed on.
Oh, so she was
I hear
talking
it bad,
Oh,
man.
I thought you guys were talking. Okay, I thought you guys were talking about some background noise on this.
No,
Oh,
no.
no.
See,
Well,
they tried to
still,
gang
Mom.
stalk me, but
Da-
I tried to
David.
fight the gang stalker, so it didn't work.
David, give Penny what's going on.
All right, Penny. Here's what's the deal is. We have an Italian documentary filmmaker. Roy talked to me today, and he said that this guy is going to get with targeted justice first. It's going to be Anna Toledo and Richard Lighthouse if they can ever get him to show his fucking face.
Yeah.
But he asked me if I was interested in doing this with our group because he knows what we got going on, and I said I'd love to. I said so would everybody else that's been participating in this. I said because we weeded out a lot of people. I said we did a lot of exposure. We did a lot of journalist calls. We've called fusion centers. We did a lot. We're not done yet. And then after that, I said I got a National Geographic piece on file. You've seen that. I got the fucking channel full of everything. Everybody's got a lot of evidence. I said I've got emails. I've got everything. We've got everything. I said we got the letter to Jim Jordan. We also have the Morgan and Morgan case, and we got another lawyer coming in too.
Hello?
As a friend through Astras, through her friend, what the hell is her name? Antoinette. We're trying to reel her in. She's a targeted individual, but she still practices law. She's barred for federal court, so we need her.
Well,
So I'm trying to ease her into the water.
It's Antoinette's friend.
Yeah, I
But-
spoke with Antoinette about her, and she
Yeah.
said yes, definitely. She said definitely. She said she's barred in federal court. We just got to ease her into the water with us because she's scared to death. So we get her in our pocket, along with Nadine, with both of y'all's legal background, and Michelle Burns is holy fuck. We got a powerhouse team of legal shit. So
Yeah.
then
Yeah, but we have
we
to
got-
watch because we can't practice law. We can
you
only.
can't, but she can. The lawyer
Right.
can. She still can practice law in federal court and the Supreme Court, from what I understand. So that's fucking impossible to find. That's fucking impossible. So we have to do this without fucking this up, and we have to take it easy with this woman. So when she jumps onto the scene, she will be contacting me. I'm gonna let everybody know. I'm not gonna flood her with a bunch of shit first, but we got to ease into this But right now we got the documentary filmmaker from California. He's getting the funding to do this, and we're gonna write something out. Roy wants to combine it and feed it to him with what we got. We don't want to go off into a tangent about all of our targeting and all this shit. We're just saying, hey, we're targeted individuals. This is what happened here. This we got the similarities of the same targeting that the government has done. We've went just basically break it down. We've went to the FBI. We've called not filmmakers, but we've called investigative journalists. We've called the FBI. We've called fusion centers. We actually have it documented where they've laughed at us. I've got recordings of police departments laughing at us. Penny, you have the same. We all have the same thing. Basically, we're all going to stick to the same narrative on this.
Okay,
We're all
would you
experiencing
feel
the same
about-
sin.
I
So
called the
basically,
FBI and they started hung up
I
on
was
me.
going through college, okay, like I said, I took my forensics 1 class in 2014. And right after that semester, that classroom became the fusion center. So from 2014 to 2017, 2015 to 2017, I was in the police academy building taking my college courses, and they're thinking they're using me as a freaking joke. You know,
Yeah.
as a science experiment, literally in the building itself. Okay, and having people stalk me. So V2K, they have all their little police academy guys, and whoever was assigned to me, they had like a couple guys assigned to me because every time I got in my car, they're saying, so what music station does she listen to? What kind of music does she listen to? Where does she go? Where's she going right now? So how would you feel? I'm supposed to be getting into the legal field with these guys, and these guys are the ones who are targeting me. I never had
Everybody,
gotten as many
hey,
tickets in my life until I started going to college to be in the legal field.
so we're
Stupid
gonna use that.
traffic tickets.
We're gonna use this for y'all and everybody else. I have to cut this short. That's where I recorded this because I got to go to bed. I just wanted to announce what we're doing, record this. Fuck, everybody's wanting to jump in now. I said it's too late. I said I got to end this because I got to go to bed. Everybody's
Yeah.
wanting to jump this. If we can tell everybody what's going on, that's cool. I recorded this to let everybody know. Basically, in a nutshell, we got a documentary filmmaker coming. We're gonna put all our information together. We're gonna have a Zoom meeting on this with the guy. I'm gonna do the talking with that, and Roy's gonna be the moderator. That way, if anybody has any questions, we can do it just like Roy did in an orderly fashion. But that's
and
all.
and everybody submit to David a little short story about their targeting, which eventually we can put in it, besides what we are doing, little short story for each member of their target.
Motherfucker.
But did you see the template that Karen Stewart set up for everybody to use?
We are not going to do anything related to targeted justice. We're going to
No.
do very
No,
short.
no, no. This is before targeted justice started. This was a year.
She is part of our targeting, Karen Melton Stewart.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she is. But she, there's a.
No, those templates are too long in the first place. I've seen them. They are too long. What everybody needs to do, just give a short description, or probably you can make like break-ins in the house, harassment.
Reginald's on.
Okay.
Right.
Hold on, let me wait a minute because I want to see who else jumps in so I can give them the synopsis of this right quick. So we can make this fast, short, sweet. If anybody else has anything to add, that would be jolly. I mean, like I got to tell him, I'm like, I'm about to, I'm recording this. Let's see.
I might not have the physical evidence, but I know who my target is and my perps are. And if I get my motion discovery from my lawyer, that won't do anything for me. V2K and R&M will be in that. And the judge, when he arraigned me, said that some things, Mr. Smallwood, we cannot talk to you about. And that right there is them admitting to them fucking with me.
Well, according to the court rules under the judge's book, they're supposed to acknowledge the exact nature and knowingly the judge knows what's going on, but refuses, which is a violation under the judicial misconduct.
Excellent
If
point.
the judge does not because I studied the judge's book and courtroom rules. If the judge does not acknowledge the exact nature and the truth of the situation that's going on in the case, he needs to be taken off the bench and recuse
All right,
himself until
there's
somebody else
Ben.
does.
Ben, here. Hold on a second, Nadine. Ben, here's what's going on, bro. How's it going?
All right, how you doing?
Pretty good. You've been a part of this team from the rip too, and you got your own shit going on too. So you're beneficial with this, and you've been helping us. We've been helping each other. Here's what's going on. As of today, I got a hold of Roy E. Cups, or actually, he got a hold of me. We were chatting a while ago, and he told me that they got a documentary filmmaker named Gian Piero Ambrosi from California, from Los Angeles. And Michelle Burns knows of this fella. Astra knows about this. But he basically told me that Targeted Justice is going to be in the documentary first. It's going to be Anna Toledo, and if they can get Richard Lighthouse involved, that he's going to be in it, which I don't know if you will or not. But with that being said, they want our group that we fuck with here to be involved in it. What we're going to do is submit everything into an email, who's involved, everybody sign off on it. We're going to send it to this guy. He's going to have it sent to this guy, our material. We're not going to tell him our whole stories. We're basically going to go in a nutshell and say, hey, we're all targeted individuals. We've called the FBI. We've made court filings. We've been laughed at. We've went to doctors. Everything's the same all the way across the board. So that way we ain't going off on a tangent here, going off over here, going off. You know what I'm saying? We're all keeping it on the same page. So
Yeah.
this guy can, as a group, we can go at this guy. So that way it doesn't sound off the planet, man. So then with that, the guy has got the funding. He said he's going to do this shit. So I don't know where we're going to go from there, but I'm assuming they're going to meet with us or fly us all in one place or do something where we're all conjoined in one spot. So we all can give a little synopsis of what's going on. And then from there, before that happens, that's what it's going down, bro.
That would be awesome.
So that way we got our foot in the door with this big ass dude. He's also made this book. He wrote a book called what is it called? The Con Artist. He wrote a book called Con Artist. So I haven't seen that book or heard about that book. But from there on, Roy, once we get this shit to Roy, once we get everything developed in the email for Roy to give to Roy, all the evidence, or not the evidence, but what we have, and we all sign off on it and tell them our group effort, like the Morgan and Morgan lawsuit, the shit with exposing people, the fight that we're doing, shit like that, the letter to Jim Jordan, the approaches that we're taking, like calling people, calling the fusion centers as a team, calling the investigative journalists as a team, shit like that. And then dude's gonna set up a Zoom call after he gets a hold of this guy. We're all gonna be on the call, so that way he can see us all and get a feel for what we're doing. And Roy said he wants me to do the talk and he'll do the mediating between me and the dude, and I'll represent us. So that way I'll be the mouthpiece for what's going on, but we all do that. Just like the question and answer we had with Roy. So if he asks us the fucking question, he can click on whoever wants to speak or whatever, and then that's how we have it. That's kind of like how I did it before with National Geographic. Same kind of shit. They had my material. I submitted an email to them, told them where I live, what was going on, blah, 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 blah. They got back with me. They made a meeting with me. They did a phone call with me. That's before the Zoom shit came out. And then I met them and did the documentary. That's how that went down. And they paid for everything. So that's what we got going on as of now. Huh?
That's what's up. That sounds so cool.
That way we'll be on the map big time.
Yeah, definitely. Bring
We gotta
light.
get our voice out there somehow. Somehow, some way.
That's so obvious and it's so wrong. Like I'm out of options. I don't even know what to do anymore. You know, like I've exhausted all my remedies.
We're not out of
So,
gas yet, Bubby. We got more
good.
shit coming too. I got another hot one for you. I told everybody else. I'm recording this so I can put it on YouTube. So that way
Yeah.
everybody that's in our group and everybody can see what we got going on. So that's giving everybody positive hope because we're actually making a difference in this shit. I told
You broke up, David. You were cut off, David.
Oh no.
David was cut off.
What
I
happened to
think.
him?
Let me see. No, he is still here. He is recording, but somehow his microphone and video are not on. Can you hear us, David?
If you can hear us, we cannot hear you.
Can't hear you.
Froze the screen up, of course. Imagine that shit.
Oh boy.
Recording. All right, here we go.
This meeting is being recorded.
All right, dickheads, I got them now. All right, where was I? What was I saying last? Oh, I got a new member of our team coming in. She's a legit attorney. Antoinette is a friend of Astra's. She was in our Zoom call the other night. This lady is an attorney. She's also worked in federal court and the Supreme Court, I believe.
Well, David, the
Yeah.
attorney is Antoinette's friend.
Yeah, Antoinette's friend. That's what I said.
Okay.
Well, we're gonna ease her into the water with us because Antoinette said she's really scared to death of all this shit. She's also been targeted now. So
Oh.
we have an attorney with us. So that's fucking good. And we have somebody who took law classes, which is Nadine here. She's helping us with a lot of stuff. And Michelle Burns and her husband have been investigating and everything for a combined effort of 30 or 70 years. So with that being said, we got a hell of a team going on right now. And we don't want to fuck this up. And we're going to keep rolling like we're rolling.
Yeah.
There's
So-
other people that's
keep
been a
rolling
target
forward.
for years. She's mailing doctors and everything that to try to get help with these chips that are in a.
Well,
And
doctors are not going to be
So
helping us.
Bonnie Kellerby,
Let me tell Will, hold on a second. Will, he
Oh my-
he knows some information. Let me backtrack on this. Will, here's what's happening. Roy Cup's got a hold of me. I'm going to say this again. Basically what's going on, they got a documentary filmmaker involved. And what's going to happen, he's an Italian guy from out LA. He's been talking to Roy since October. Roy said he finally got a hold of him again. They're about to do this thing. They're going to have targeted justice involved on one end of the stick, and they're going to have us on the other spectrum of this. So what it is, it's going to be Anna Toledo and Richard Lighthouse if they can get him in there. And then what's going to happen is the guy's going to talk. He's going to get all the information through me. I'm going to email it to Roy. What we need is to combine a letter in a whole and say, hey, instead of telling everybody's story at once to overwhelm this guy, to speed this up, we're going to say, hey, we went to the FBI. We've did court filings. We've been harassed. We've been hospitalized. We all have been going through the same shit. Sign our names to the thing, send it to dude. Then he's going to set up a Zoom call meeting with this guy. And then we're all going to join the meeting. The guy's going to meet. Roy's going to be the moderator. I'm going to do the talking for all of us. And then it's going to be like it was the other night. If anybody's got any questions, if the guy's got any questions for us, we can speak up then. But that's how it's going to go down. I'm going to submit what I have to the guy with the Brady's list and everything, but we all need a combined letter, a letterhead or something, email with all of our names on it to sign it. I guess I can forward it and then copy it, CC it to everybody else. And basically it's going to say, but I want everybody to chip in and give some ideas of what we should say like that, to say, hey, to keep it in one ball, one pretest. We're like, hey, this is what it is. This is what we've been doing. This is where we're going. This is what the results reap, what we've been doing. Yeah, go ahead, Michelle. Michelle.
she's muted.
There you go.
Are you there?
Yeah.
Mm.
Shit.
She's muted.
I
What
know.
happened to her?
Just trying to figure it out.
Michelle, speak up.
God.
Speak up,
There she goes.
Michelle.
There you go. There
Are
you
you
go.
guys there? Jesus,
Yeah.
I swear to God.
I know they don't want us fucking talking, dude.
Oh, man. Hang on. Let me try to get back here. This
You're
is
on
too
there.
much. I am?
I
Yeah.
have to
can't
get on
see
your Brady's
anything.
list.
There you
Oh,
go. There
we
you go.
are.
There you go.
Great.
All right. Now go ahead.
Yes.
All right. What do we do to join you on your case? Do
All you got to
wanna
do
wait
is
until-
no. All you got to do is call Morgan and Morgan, give them the case ID number, and then tell them whose name it's under. That's all you have to do. Submit whatever they ask you to submit. Basically,
Okay.
it's the tech companies, banks, utility companies, hotels, doctors' offices, pharmacies, any kind of shit that has anything that you can gather evidence from. that ain't
Okay.
far fetched. You know what
And
I'm saying?
and
It ain't.
you have the ID number handy, or you want us to look it up?
It's fuck. I just had it a while ago. I keep
Hold
giving
on.
it out and I keep giving it out. Somebody has it.
1384 13481105 is what it is, but
1348.
I'll type it in the message.
1105
1-1. What is it? 1-1?
05.
No. The first of it.
Oh, it's 1348.
1348 1105.
Yeah,
Wait.
he had me look it up yesterday for him.
Thank you. I want to
There.
let you all know that I'm having a CAT scan done. My doctor wants it done for my implants this Friday. I have 4
We'll be praying
implants.
for you.
Yeah, I
Are
have
you
4
helping you?
implants.
For sure.
I'm gonna do 2, but I just want to say, they can be deactivated. So I'm trying to get her to scan them all at once, and she won't do it. You're
Oh,
talking about doctors. I'm like, how come you only want to do 2 out of the 4? Wouldn't you do all 4 while I'm in the machine? No.
What, you have 4 implants in you?
Yeah, I got scanned. Mm-hmm.
Okay, she
You're
doing
lucky you
MRA
were able to
or
get
a CAT
scanned.
scan?
I've got like 5 or 6 in me. I've got proof of the 3 of them at least. Yeah.
Michelle, are they doing
I can't
magnetic
hear.
resonance? Are they doing magnetic resonance imaging or CAT scan?
Okay, I have the spectrum scan already, which indicates 4 semiconductors in me, and it has the locations. This is the doctor wants a CAT scan, not an MRI.
Good,
CAT.
She
good,
wants
good,
a CAT scan. Yeah,
great.
which is good because they can mess up an MRI.
Well, and also they can mess you up with MRI and implants.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it's a CAT
Because
scan.
that's magnetic,
And I'll let you
magnetic
guys know
field.
how
And
that
it
turns out.
Yes, please.
I
Be
want to
praying
keep
for you.
everybody in the loop on that. Thank you.
Hey,
Because,
Ben.
if you all get,
Michelle, you
Go ahead.
probably should post in a group, in a chat group, where did you go to get that spectrum scan done
Yes, please.
for
Okay.
others? How's that?
I sure will. Absolutely.
Hey guys, I hate to
Absolutely.
cut this short, but I got to get off here and go to bed. I got to get up in like 2 hours to go to work. I got to work all fucking night till 6 in the morning. So I'm not, it sucks ass. I figured I'd give everybody the announcement. I recorded this for all the rest of us so I can put it on a YouTube channel and share it in our group. But yeah, that's about, I'm sorry I had to cut it short. I really do. I just
Careful.
wanted to get this out there.
Yeah, watch yourself. Be careful.
I will.
Yeah,
I will.
Stay
be
well.
safe.
Thank
It's good
you.
talking to you.
Hey, no
Be
problem. I
safe.
love you guys, man. Y'all be good.
Love you too. Bye, honey.
You
Bye,
too,
guys.
Bye.
Be safe.
Take it
Big
easy,
hug,
man.
Astro.
Take it easy.
Take it easy, Ben, Will, Nadine.
Yeah.
Bye.
Later.